Aren't the dresses great? The best thing about them is you can shorten them and wear them again.
Definitely so true.
Well, we had 27 dresses, first of all, to get. They had to be ugly, they had to be different, they had to be, you know, every range of color palette and just everything ugly.
This one is really
horrible. Right? What's the word you're looking for? What color is this? Vomit?
All of Jane's friends have the worst taste.
I read the script, and it was just amazing because there were so many different aspects of costuming, and I just thought, what costume designer wouldn't want to do a film called 27 Dresses?
It's like some movies have their own special effects department, and like an X-Men movie will have, you know, spaceships, which are a large part of the movie. The wardrobe was equally important in this movie.
I just said to Kat, go out and you find the ugliest dresses, and it can't be too ugly. When you think it's ugly, take it to the next level and make it uglier.
We didn't want to hold back. We wanted to have fun with it. We thought we can always push ourselves to go a little bit further because it's supposed to be funny and it's supposed to be charming and it's supposed to be real.
It was kind of like finding, oh, I understand why this girl picked this awful-looking thing, but it's awful. Like, you can't wear it again. And you know, every bride, I mean, we have the joke in the movie, every bride says, oh, you can just shorten this and just wear it again. It's like, no, it's just a one-time costume, but thanks. That I probably spent a lot of money on.
starting to get ugly.
It was very important for us not to say, oh, people are going to think this is ridiculous. This is too over the top. It was, you know, always about pushing ourselves further. How can we make this funnier or more colorful or more relatable? Like, we want Jane to feel like a real person.
And I know every bride tries to make them look great, but they just never succeed. It doesn't matter. So Kat's marching orders were bigger, uglier, louder, shinier. Whatever you can do, just go to that level, and it can't go too far. That's what she had to do.
It's my favorite.
Oh, my God. What the hell is that?
Theme wedding.
What was the theme? Humiliation?
The 27 dresses were a really interesting challenge because we had clearly 27 bridesmaids dresses, but we also had the theme weddings.
Gone with the Wind wedding.
No, people do not have Gone with the Wind weddings.
Oh, I've been to 3. I really loved the Gone with the Wind one. I thought that was really fun, and it was kind of fun to wear, even though it was really hideous. It was just sort of fun to swish around with it in my bonnet.
We had the plantation wedding, which was, you know, full sort of Gone with the Wind. I think we had 10 women in hoop skirts that we built. We built every single one of them, so that was pretty incredible. I mean, it was really about comedy because we just wanted the bigger, the better.
Action.
I loved the cowgirl one. That was really fun to wear, too. I don't know. I think it's all the themed weddings that I really enjoyed.
And the best thing is you could just shorten it and wear it again.
That is definitely so true.
Then we had the Indian sari, which was for the Indian Jewish wedding. We had the underwater wedding, which is always great, getting women in bathing suits. The goth wedding, that was one of the more fun ones to do because putting Katie in a spiked collar, she's like, are you kidding me? I was like, no. But she was always game, and that was the great thing about Catherine, is that she was always game to push it. She didn't care about it. It was never like, oh, I'm going to look like an idiot. It was like, she's like, if I look like an idiot, I look like an idiot. It's fun. You know, it's like playing dress up.
Turn, and then this. I would have to say my favorite dress is the Bahama Mama. I really do. It was the craziest thing. It's a cake. It's just a cake of color, and it never stops. It's this crazy looking thing.
The Caribbean Mama dress, yes, which was sort of this strange confection of pink and yellow, and it was really about trying to imagine like where that would have been like a wedding in the Caribbean, you know, some kooky friend of hers that, you know, just wanted to be over the top. When we started talking about Jane's wedding dress, it was very, obviously, Jane, this woman who's been a bridesmaid 27 times, is going to put a little bit of thought into what she wears for her wedding. So we wanted it to be classic, and we wanted it to be beautiful, and we wanted it to be serious, to be very, you know, fashionable and flattering. So that was sort of the main criteria for it. I guess classic, something that you could look at in 50 years and say, oh, she just was a beautiful bride. So when we just started designing that, especially her wedding, you know, was on the beach, and it was very romantic. It was very comfortable and relaxed, but at the same time, you know, she's in this beautiful gown that Amsala ended up building for us. They just did a gorgeous job. We decided not to do a veil because that felt a little too traditional for this woman that has been through so many weddings. Instead, we did a huge, beautiful, fresh gardenia in her hair. So it was just very fresh and very her and very free but classic. Most rewarding part was the scene on the beach at the end when all the girls are in the dresses that she wore and just looking at the line of the women. It was probably my favorite twist on the script, too. I loved that. I just thought that was so clever that she makes them all wear her gown and seeing them all there. And it was just, it was like some sort of strange Fellini moment.
Can you switch places? Most of them were store-bought, old, new. I'm sure, knowing Kat, she went to her girlfriends and said, "Do you have anything ugly?" She just went out into the world to see what existed. She bought these things. That's what's so crazy, is they are real and they are out in the world for people to use. So that's actually scarier than her having to build for the movie.
There is a serious side to love and romance, but then you can also have fun. There's the fantasy world of it, which I think many brides sort of forget about. It becomes, this is my magical day, but you should also have fun with it. So I think that's a very special sort of message that you get from 27 Dresses.